All right, we are back. Welcome back to the Black Summit. I'm Brooks.
And I'm Hendrix.
And today we have a special guest, Mr. Don. How you doing today?
I'm well. I'm very well, and I'm very happy to be here. Feels like a bit of a homecoming. Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, man.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt.
He's our good friend, and he does a little bit of, what do you do?
I do a little bit of a lot. That's
Okay.
for sure. I'm like the guy in the projects who nobody really knows what he does, but we know we can fix it.
Right.
Like, holla at him.
If they need a mechanic,
Refrigerator.
landscaping, somebody need
Dad not giving it to the
bootleg-
moms. Holla at me.
bootleg cable, some Freon, and
He said,
that's the man right there.
No, but truly, I know these fellas from my media past, where we've worked on films together. So I started with that. I'm in good company with you guys. I'm very comfortable. Did the radio thing. Now I dip my toes in comedy in the Charleston scene.
Yeah, tell us real quick,
Yeah.
man. How's that coming for you, the comedy scene?
It's good. It's good. It's progressing. Comedy is demanding, so it definitely requires a lot of time, effort, traveling, investment.
Right.
And I got a day job, so I'm an IT guy. So
And I would say I came out to support my brother and saw one of his sets.
Yeah,
remember at
he's good.
the Sparrow.
That's right. I remember that.
And a lot of people used to always tell me, "Man, you funny. You should think about comedy." And I said, I respect the craft so much that it's not as easy as it looks, man. So
Yeah.
hats off to my boy Don Brewer and all the other comedians out there doing it. Just to even get up in front of a crowd and work
Did I make
out
you
your
laugh?
set. Yeah, no doubt.
Did I make the crowd?
I'm
Did I
laughing
make
at
the
you
crowd
now
laugh?
by looking at you.
That takes a lot.
Well, that's kind of the
no.
idea.
No, but the brother has talent,
Thank you, brother. Thank
and I know you working out your craft and things like that.
Yes, sir.
And just for you getting up there and putting yourself out
I know,
there,
man.
that's
That
a great
takes a
feat.
lot.
You know
that
what I
takes
mean?
a lot to do something like
Because
that.
I know plenty guys who funny, but they don't even have the courage to get up there and just to even do that.
Yeah.
And who knows? I might be one of them. I don't know. Maybe if they give me a bet
Do it.
for
Do
like
it.
You ain't got the
20
juice?
for 10 grand, I might get up and do a few jokes and stuff like that. But man, hats off to you,
Do
man.
it. Do it.
Respect,
For
respect,
real.
yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
respect.
Always want to support you. So.
No doubt. Oh yeah, because you went to his set at the mall, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
So we
Yep.
both went
Yo,
to your
there's a
set
lot
to
of-
come out to support you.
There was
Hey.
a lot of sets, but yo,
I'm
y'all,
trying to go
both
to
of
the-
y'all showed
Yeah,
a brother
yeah.
love,
Hey,
man.
I'm
Yeah,
coming
no
to
doubt.
the newest ones too, Whatever,
Oh my
whatever you
God.
got coming up. Let
Y'all
me know.
humbling me. Y'all making a
Let me know.
black man blush. When black people blush, they ass get red. No, I'm just kidding.
See, the dude is
I'm just
the
kidding.
ass.
You can't see it, but I'm blushing.
So just to let the audience, do you have any upcoming dates or anything there?
So all right. The truth be told, I've had a few paid gigs. I've had a few where it was like, just come do this. It'll be good for your career. But honestly, I stepped back so I could focus on the day job.
Got you.
Mondays, Wednesdays at the Sparrow on Park Circle in Charleston.
Okay.
I encourage anybody to show up around 7:30. Get your name on the list, and when you go up there, try your best, but don't be afraid to eat crap for a little while, because that's the name of the game. I sucked way more than I got good, so that's good.
Yeah, man.
It's good to have progress.
It
And
takes
if you
that
don't
hard.
get better, then
Right.
quit, because you're taking up slots.
Right,
on
it takes that hard.
I'm just playing. Don't quit.
Takes that hard, man. Just like the brother said, Sparrow with Monday, Wednesdays, and
That's right.
with only Monday and Wednesdays.
Mondays and Wednesdays. And
Mondays and
there's other
Wednesdays.
ones.
Yeah.
There's John and King on Tuesday. But
Oh, really? Where's that located?
That's at the corner of John and King, I think.
Is that Charleston? Downtown
Yeah,
Charleston?
that's downtown.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, it's at the Dueling Pianos.
Okay,
It's
nice.
at a place
nice.
called the Dueling Pianos.
Hey, any fellow comedians out there, you want to try and test out your chops?
Come support.
Come on
real?
out and like my brother said, John and King, the Sparrow at Park Circle, where John and King is downtown Charleston. He said John and King's on Tuesdays, the Sparrow's Monday and Wednesdays.
Yep.
Put your name on the list, work out your set, and see how you do.
We're no Austin, but Charleston's coming up.
There you go.
That's right.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
We better than Austin. Come on.
That's a fact.
Charleston, yo.
That's a
Charleston.
fact.
For real.
And I like it. Teach me how to do that.
Charleston?
How do you Charleston?
Charleston.
Charleston?
You know what? He ain't from here. He a Cali boy.
I know. That's why I said, dude, you're from.
Some people think
somewhere
I'm from the Bronx, but no.
Oh, really?
Where you from? Where you from, Joe?
I'm from Cali.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
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 I just want you to tell the audience. You know how you got to pretend you don't know
I
something
was,
to the audience?
West LA, that's where I was born.
West LA, born and raised on the playground.
I was about to say, bro.
Most of his days.
Will you be bone? Shooting some hoops?
That's right. That's right.
So what you got for us, my brother?
Word. So today we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. We're following some of these stories. But the biggest thing today is the actors joining the writer's strike. The actors and the writers are now striking together.
Huge.
So we're going to be talking about that. Also, we're going to be talking about LeBron James. He gave some people a little bit of a scare. He made it seem like he was going to retire.
At the SBs?
At the ESPYs, yeah.
LeBron James.
He was accepting an award. He was accepting an award, and a lot of people were like, is he going to, is this it? And some people thought it was cringe, so we'll be going into that.
He hit everybody with a pump fake.
Yeah, for
Basketball
real.
pun?
Yeah. Or a flop.
He flopped on him. That's fact.
My man, what do they call him?
Fake foul?
La flop.
Oh, LaFlop. Yeah, he's a funny guy with that. He throwing up the G's every time he do that.
Yeah.
If you do
I'm giving it to you, Lord.
that excessive, flopping? What is flopping?
Flop.
You get text for that now. You can get text for that.
I saw that in the G League or whatever. Yeah, they're starting to
They're
get
about to do that
Aren't they about to do that in the NBA as well?
Yeah. They
You
was
get
testing
text.
it out there, and I think they're going to adopt it. So we'll be talking about that. Also, we'll be talking about a woman who went missing on Thursday of last week. She has now been found. This is an Alabama woman, and we'll go into that story as well. Right. Kind of a little serious topic.
Yeah.
And then we'll be following up a little bit on the Jonah Hill story. There's some things I didn't know. So, we'll be diving into that a little bit more.
What happened with America's sweetheart? Everybody.
I don't know, man.
Hill.
I don't know. Not anymore, man. He
I
ain't
know
that
because he
guy
lost
no
weight.
more.
People are. Y'all messed up for that, man.
You know what?
Y'all messed up for that. Y'all would have left him alone if he was fat.
Let's get into the Jonah Hill story first.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, what I didn't know was that Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend now, she waited until his, I guess, girlfriend or fiance now had a baby before she put these texts out.
Facts.
So this relationship actually ended like a year ago. And she basically kind of saw him like move on, and then she wanted to post these tweets and or these texts. And I was at a game with my friends, and basically I was surprised, but I went to a baseball game, summertime, you want to have some fun.
River Dogs?
Chill back, it was actually like USA versus like Japan or something like that.
Oh, fancy game.
So it was a little bit different from a River Dogs
He
game.
didn't invite us.
But it was at the Joe Raleigh Park?
Yeah, it was at the Joe Raleigh
Love that park. Bro.
It was,
shout out to Bill Murray.
Yeah, for real. It was a good time. But what was funny was that like I did not expect them to like go in so hard. One of my friends was just like, "Yo, like he shouldn't have been saying stuff like that." Like that was a little bit of a weird text, and it is. Maybe he needs to like work on his communication or whatever.
Damn.
But I didn't really know that she waited until after he had a baby.
Can she get a P for petty? Do you think that's petty?
Yeah, for sure.
Where do you fall on this though?
I mean, she get a P for that for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
That's some petty shit to do.
Because wouldn't you?
Can I not? Can I not say?
Yeah, you can say. You go ahead.
I'm sorry, America.
Hey, curse all of them out.
We uncensored on this one.
Nah, but I mean, all right. Look, I'm gonna be real. Like you said, he should learn to communicate better. That shit looked like Shakespeare was collaborating with Benjamin Franklin to like write a new doctrine. Like it was very articulate. Right. And it was very from the heart. And there were a few key words. There were a few key words that I thought were important, like support. If that's what you want, I
support you.
Oh my God, what is happening?
We're going
The
dark.
walls are closing in. I was just starting my spiel. So, I see. Actually, I know what happened there.
You want to start over, or how you want to do it?
Nah, that's good.
No,
yeah, we good.
The lights. Yeah, no, the lights were just expressing their opinion.
The
Jonah
lights are a part of the podcast.
Yeah, they're like, no, Jonah Hill is wrong for that. Girlfriend, live your life. Your truth is, surfing with dudes is your truth, whether he agrees or not. Do it. Nah, but I mean, I, like you said, petty. Man.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And honestly, like we discussed this before. I don't see anything wrong with what he texted her. He texted her how he felt, his concerns, and then petty. It was over a year ago. Yeah, you could have voiced your opinion then. You know what I mean? Well, if you had any kind of concerns,
I think what a lot of people are saying is that like he was kind of just being a little misogynistic because in a couple of the texts, he was that's kind of how he met her. Was like he saw some,
word on the beach.
He saw some pictures of her.
He fell for the
surfing.
Thirst trap and then got mad.
Yeah, no,
that is crazy.
Right? Yeah, so,
let me rethink this thing. Educate me.
No, so when he first got into the DMs, it was a surfing picture of her, and she was just she had on a bikini, and that was one of his boundaries that he was like, "Yo, I ain't good with that."
That's crazy.
So that's why people are saying it's maybe a little misogynistic, maybe
I can
a
see
little
that.
narcissistic.
I definitely can see that.
But I personally still fall on his end on this, which is like, listen, not everybody's for everybody. Right. Like everybody should have their own boundaries of like what you want in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just kind of go forward from there. Like, okay, yeah, she ain't down with that. Okay, on to the next one.
Right.
And I mean, I think the fact that he's Jonah Hill, he can have those kind of boundaries. Yeah. I mean, people may disagree with that, but it's Jonah Hill, dog. Like, this is an Oscar-nominated, actor. Like he's an A-list celeb, so
and he got a little bread in the bank too. So that's
what I'm saying. Either. So
doesn't hurt.
I feel like he kind of can have those boundaries. Not everybody.
He came into the situation falling for the thirst trap. Let's be real, and that's okay.
Like most men,
that's
do,
okay. But I mean, I guess I am kind of. I'm on the fence because I could see it from her perspective. You came into this relationship and that's how I was. I was out there bikinied out and all that. And then you trying to, change your sister. That's that was my status quo when you met me. Right, but at the same time, I get where he's like, because it wasn't so much that he was trying to truly control her. It was like, yo, I want to take this thing further. And for us to take it further and for me to truly feel committed, this is what I need of you. Now, I feel like that was kind of a mistake on his end because, I mean, you know what I mean? I believe it was the 20th century poet, J. Cole, that said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. So
yeah, for real.
Facts.
For real.
I mean, and she should be happy. It was a year ago, and if he's somewhat a little bit misogynistic, whatever they say, I don't know if he's a narcissist or not, but she should be glad he's moved on, she's moved on. So maybe it's a little bit of, I still think it's a little bit of clout on her end. To make herself a little bit, make herself relevant in the public's eye. Yeah, because
she
think about it.
Definitely wins in this situation.
But outside of Jonah Hill, we wouldn't know who she is. We wouldn't be talking about her. I still don't really know who she is.
What does Jonah Hill's current wife say? Has she spoken up? Because that would be a valuable opinion. Like, you know what?
I haven't seen.
He is kind of a dick.
He's married.
I don't know if he's married, but I think they are together and they have a child together. So
maybe she's avoiding the public eye.
Jonah Hill is a dick.
No, I'm saying from the perspective of the person that you're with. Right, this would be a valuable opportunity. I know you want to avoid the cameras, honey, but can you just real quick hop on your gram and just let them know I'm not that bad, please.
Yeah. Or maybe, and you never know. Maybe she's probably like, oh, she just trying to stir the pot. That was a long time ago. Light. Yeah, exactly. You know, women always say another woman try to intervene on on the situation, what they got going on. Maybe she's thinking like that. You know what I mean?
No, that's smart too. Not to give it any credit, not to acknowledge it. Just like.
But then again, if Jonah is misogynistic, maybe she wanted something. He be like, baby, don't you say shit.
He's like, I got your phone.
Yeah. You want me to buy you
this phone back? You got no.
I bought that phone.
Nah. Yeah. Man. Poor Jonah. I love Jonah Hill, dude.
I do too. I like him.
I don't love him. I don't know him, but the character that he portrays.
What was the movie that came out this year with like Eddie Murphy and like Neil Long?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, did y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I didn't see it. Jonah Hill.
And
you lost 150 pounds and America lost their mind.
The Don was wondering, like, if his girlfriend, fiance, wife, or what have you has an opinion, but she hasn't.
Well,
spoken
we'll have to
anything,
see.
right?
She might come out and say something. You know, I mean,
or maybe not.
I mean, she's got to be on his side, right? I mean, if they're
I would
together.
imagine, yeah.
You never know.
I mean, she fathered a child with. I mean,
Facts.
mothered a child with him.
Hey, either way, you never know. No, it is Hollywood.
Yeah.
So she might be father, mother. No, it's my pronouns are mother, father, grandmother.
All right.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Speaking of Hollywood, by the way, people think that Hollywood is kind of falling apart here. The actors are now joining the writer's strike. And now it's becoming like a family affair at this point. I mean, like everybody's hopping into this thing. And it's getting a little messy. Bob Iger came out and made some comments, which I was kind of surprised by because, you know, Bob Iger's kind of likable. But, you know, he is a billionaire, right?
Who the fuck is Bob Iger?
Or a millionaire. So Bob Iger is the head of Disney.
Oh,
so
right.
He left.
Bob Iger.
Yeah, he left for a while. I mean, he left for a while, but now he's back. He's actually a millionaire. I said he's a billionaire. He's a millionaire.
Oh, he ain't in the billions?
I don't think so. He makes a lot. I mean, if he continues, he probably will. He retired for a while and then he came back.
Brought him back.
He's the president?
The CEO?
CEO.
I think so.
How you the CEO of Disney? You ain't got to be on your joint, man.
Yeah, he is the CEO.
All the stuff that Disney
All the stuff Disney own. Wendy's.
What?
Yeah, so...
ESPN, Discovery Channel?
Yeah, bro.
Disney own Wendy's?
They own, you know you got to be getting money because don't they, the Magnums?
Oh.
Disney own them too? No.
I mean, at this
brought
point,
to you by Disney.
Yeah. At this point, they own everything, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he came out and made some comments that people weren't really down with. Basically, he said the writers and actors are not being realistic with the strikes.
That's crazy.
Quote, "It's very disgusting to me." Unquote.
That's crazy. That's disgusting. That's a disgusting comment.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then there was another executive who came out and said, "We're gonna wait until these people lose their houses and their apartments."
Yeah, I heard that, man.
You saw
you know
Ron Perlman, the gangster?
Negotiate. I don't know who said that one.
No, but did you see Ron Perlman's reaction to that?
No, what did he say?
Yo, Ron Perlman was like, yo, let me do my Ron Perlman. Even though I'm about 78 years old, when you talk about people losing their houses, that's when things happen. That's not a good Ron Perlman at all, but it's in the same tone, but... but he was like, he said, watch what you wish on people, basically.
Sort of messed up,
he sent a little message, watch what you wish on people.
Know what that reminds me
He said that from his, 2-acre pool.
You know what that reminded me? Right? Remember when the NFL, they were talking about a strike, and they were saying, I think it was the Texans owner, and said, I believe it was him, allegedly, well, I believe it was him, so don't quote me on this, but he said that, you don't let the prisoners don't take over the prisons. Remember that quote? And I was like, dang, that was on some racial.
Yeah, that's definitely racial, bro.
That's definitely on some racial. In other words, they're saying just wait till they start losing their houses, I guess, and all their toys, they're going to come back, and then we can, meaning that now we can step on their neck.
What if he was extremely out of touch?
Now they can really go after things.
What if he's extremely out of touch and he just seen The Longest Yard a lot, and he thought that was an appropriate thing to say? Like, no, don't people get the prison football reference?
I know.
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Love The Longest Yard.
That was a good movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
Burt Reynolds.
But what do you guys think about, I mean, people are saying that Hollywood is kind of like falling apart. I mean, even with the box office numbers, like movies like Indiana Jones are losing like $300 million and like almost $400 million.
You know what I wonder about this, though? I mean, for lack of better words, maybe I'm just being a little selfish, right? Maybe I'm being a little bit selfish. If I am, fuck it.
Yeah.
You're an independent filmmaker. You're an independent filmmaker. I'm an independent filmmaker. None of us are in SAG.
Fact.
None of us in the guild.
I'm in the Writers Guild.
Oh, you're in the Writers Guild?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're on. Oh, never mind. And this don't include you. then
of East Coast, the East Coast Guild.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, this don't include. He's in the Writers Guild.
He's on strike.
I'm on strike, y'all.
on strike.
I forgot I was in that shit, to be honest, but I am.
So you and I, independent filmmakers, right? Nobody putting out content, but if we putting out content, will that help propel our careers further? You know what I'm saying?
The door is open for it now.
Take for example, he's in a Writers Guild, so he ain't right. Even if he writes some stuff, he might, hey man, I'm gonna give y'all the script, but you know what I'm saying?
I could still sell what I wrote though. Right? I just can't actively.
He
write.
can't actively do anything, but you and I can because we're not in the union. Well, do you think? I mean, like I'm saying, maybe I'm being a bit selfish.
Yeah.
I like to know both of you guys' opinion. Do you think that will help propel our careers?
Well, you don't want to be a scab, so you kind of have to be very careful with.
But dude, no, that doesn't come
What is a
scab?
That's
a scab.
Those
person
are the people
who crossed the picket line.
Yeah.
But that's only
okay.
You're a scab if you were in the union, right? And let's say Donnie's like, yo, hey man, fuck that man. Yo, you can get right now. They're willing to give you 300,000. I get 300,000, and you say, Bumper, let's do it.
Yeah.
Then you're a scab. He right. He's a scab. You and I are not a scab. We are not in the union.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can do whatever.
If we go in like, oh yeah, Hollywood like comes and says, hey, write us something right now, like, and we did that. That's a scab.
No, that's not a scab.
No, that's the definition of a scab.
Definitely seems like one.
It seems like one, but we're not in the union. We haven't crossed any. We're not on strike. We are not on strike.
How much are they going to pay you though? Because if they striking for pay,
what are they going to?
They're going to offer you like a hot dog and craft.
Yeah, they ain't gonna pay us much or nothing.
I mean, I want to be clear. Like, I stand with the unions, the actors, and
I do too.
The writers and all those people. So,
but what I'm saying on an independent film level, right? We not on any big time writers or actors' radar. Even if we had a decent script, the actors that we won't even do it anyway.
Speak for yourself.
You know, my God. So we putting out content on social media, on the platforms, and it's getting recognition. Now, let's say when this thing ends or whatever the case may be, they can very well say, "Oh man, these guys are putting out great, excellent content. Maybe we can do something with them in the future or what have you."
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. What your opinion on that?
I'm just saying I wouldn't do that, especially with all this stuff going on.
You wouldn't put out your own, like, say, short films, anything like right now yourself?
Like if it's like a short film or something like that, but like if it's like I'm getting any kind of like compensation or something from Hollywood.
You're not signing a studio deal.
No. That's why I said independent.
Okay.
No.
All right.
In the same way we are right now, we ain't got nothing major studio.
Yeah, as long as I'm not crossing anybody. No. If I'm not crossing any picket lines,
the same way we independent, how you may raise some funds to come out your own pocket. The same deal, how you finding local actors right here in our backyard. That same, or people who may have a good personality that may can fit a certain character that you may have. I'm talking about stuff like that. You putting it out and you getting views, because it's gonna be like the pandemic, man. Because if you think about it, streaming went up. No studios wasn't really doing much of anything. That's why you have so much streaming platforms now.
You would still have a hard time coming up right now just because it's a strike with writers and actors. So it's like, even if you did jump in right now, you would have to like pay like the Mexican cartel to like do your, you'd have to pay them for grip and shit. They're on strike.
But I'm saying, if you keep it on a small scale and you putting that out on YouTube, Instagram, before you trying to look, you getting like 300,000 views, and you know what I'm saying, and you may get a little bit of advertisement money and things like that. That's why I said in the future, that may help your career. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because nobody's not putting out any.
But again, I mean, is it though? Because one, all right, when I did that wide angle project with South Carolina, and they flew in homeboy. I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was just saying, come a little closer.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So yeah. So I did the wide angle project with South Carolina and stuff. Where they basically took tell
them who you did it with.
Effie Brown.
There you
go. They took some black talent and kind of just gave them the rundown of like, all right, here's how you get produced. Here's how you pitch. Here's how you do this. It's a funny story. They spent 9 months teaching us how to pitch, and then we pitched to a big studio came. I think it was AGC studio, big studio head came out. NBC representative came out. Did the pitch and everything. And the pitch went great. Had the crowd in my hands and stuff. We go to dinner. 9 months they teach us how to pitch. So I'm prepared. I'm ready to go. We go to dinner. And I get to have a conversation with the big studio. He was like studio head for urban development. And I go, so is Hollywood kind of an inclusive thing, or is it an exclusive thing? He goes, it's an exclusive thing. You gotta be here rubbing elbows and stuff. I go, what about pitches? Is my pitch good enough? He goes, let me tell you, no films get made off of pitches. He says you gotta submit with an attorney, or you gotta have some kind of clout. You gotta be in the industry already. Mind you, 9 months they taught us how to pitch to a studio. But I mean, at the end of the day,
it's like who you know, right?
It is who you know, but it's. I'm conflicted as I am about most things. I'm usually the guy who sees both sides of things. I'm conflicted because, okay, I get it. Get what's yours. You have a right to go out there and protest and try and secure something better for yourself. Right. But at the same time, it's Hollywood, bro. Did you not just make like $8 million off your last movie? Like, are you hurting for the extra like 50 cents an hour? Like, what are you doing right now? But again, that's kind of a shallow way to look at it, because a lot of those actors who are in the guild, like only like 5% of the guild actually is like making a living wage doing it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like 95% of those guys are not.
Yeah.
That's what everybody was saying.
Yeah, but and they gotta pay that. They gotta pay that dues. They want that. They want those fees.
Studios are greedy. Hollywood greedy as hell.
Of course.
You can't lose $300 million on a movie. You know what I'm saying? Repeatedly. You can't do that 4 quarters a year. Yeah. And then be like, no, it's a system that works. Like, movies are losing money.
Honestly, I think they can make even more money.
What's funny is that it's not like a ton of money that they're asking for.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I can go down the list real quick.
Please.
So Disney, all they would need to pay is $75 million extra.
Which is nothing.
Netflix,
nothing for them.
$68 million extra.
That's crazy.
Paramount, $45 million. That's it. NBC, Universal, 34. Amazon, only 32. Sony, 25. Apple, 17.
Okay.
I mean, like, that ain't a lot of money.
Yeah,
like,
the studio want to keep all the money.
Combined, it's only like what, 200 million or something like that. Like it's kind of crazy.
And they don't want to give the writers.
It's 430 million.
And they don't want to give the writers their residual.
So to put it in perspective, the guy who played Tony Stark, what's his name?
Robert
Downey Jr. So that guy's worth like $1 billion. To put it in perspective, that's Robert Downey Jr. himself. Yeah. So he could pay that and still have $500 million to live off of. That is ridiculous. Like that's crazy. Y'all, I know. Y'all so crazy.
I know you probably thinking like, man, dude, I just want to get my pinky toe in the door. Y'all already in the door.
I mean, come on.
Some of these companies though, like, make more than that a day. Like, I feel like.
That's a fact.
Like, when you're talking about like Amazon is rolling in the dough.
100%.
And like Apple, they're like $1 trillion companies.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and they can't do 17 million.
And honestly, I think big studios are making even more money now with these streaming platforms.
Yeah, I know.
They're making even more money. You know what I mean?
No, it definitely sounds like an opportunity for Amazon to get in there.
Yeah, and you have the whole AI aspect.
And I had my film.
Another thing.
I had a film as an independent filmmaker on Amazon platform. Don't you know they give you like 0.001? They barely give you anything for streaming. They barely give you anything for streaming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like not even pennies on the dollar.
But what were you saying about the AI thing?
Well, I mean, like with the AI, like actors are now like worried about it. People just basically replacing them completely and like using their likeness. Yeah. I mean, what's funny?
As far as in film,
I don't know if y'all watch like Black Mirror, but there was a whole episode in Black Mirror that kind of does that.
Which episode is that? I watched
Black Mirror's fire.
I think it's like what was it? It was like one of the first ones.
Tell me when they did the
amazing something. I can't remember.
Not the one where they copied Star Trek. No.
So it's the new season.
On the new season?
I didn't even see
on
the
new season. Yeah.
Gotta
New
get on
season
that.
is good.
But then I'd have to support Netflix, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Y'all want to buy Quantum of Dead?
It's Joan is Awful.
Joan is
the
Awful.
one, and it
Interesting.
kind of follows this woman whose likeness is being used
on like a Netflix
on a Netflix
platform.
show. Yeah,
like a Netflix
not only
platform.
that, like her life, like her whole entire life is like being portrayed in a weird way.
It
Black
actually was
Mirror
pretty
is
good.
the shiznit.
It was,
Yeah.
man. That was.
What are
actually
you? What are
pretty
you
good.
guys' favorite Black Mirror episodes? While we're on the topic,
man.
because Black Mirror is really
It's
fire.
really good. It is really good.
I'll tell you which one I'm not a big fan
Which
of.
one? Which one?
Which one's
Because I closet really enjoyed it, just because it was weird. It was erotic. It was tantalizing,
Was it
but
the
at the
one
same
with the-
time,
with the pig?
it made you. Ugh. I don't want to get on PS Plus with my best friend.
No,
And he looking like Carmen Electra in her heyday.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, damn, son, why you brush up against me like that?
I know what
that
he's
brush up against me like
I
that
know-
again,
I
bro.
know
All right,
exactly
same
what
time
you're
tomorrow,
talking
dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about, yo.
It's such a good episode,
Talking about they
bro.
were Avatar. That was like the metaverse before they really brought up the
dude.
metaverse.
That was crazy.
And that was their avatars, yeah.
That
And
was
they
cra-
would have.
Spoiler alert. At the end, they just dap it up like,
But no, dude,
I ain't
no,
gay,
no,
you ain't.
no. Remember,
But I liked it.
hey, no,
I ain't
remember,
gay though, bro.
They met up. They met up in person and kissed to see if there was
Spoiler.
like. Yeah.
But it was dope though.
But no, you know
Yeah,
what?
y'all spoiling it major.
No, man, that's
Hey,
like
that's-
that's like from old prior
Yeah.
seasons. If you haven't seen that, then we need to spoil.
There's a
it.
2-year window for spoilers.
Yeah.
You get 2 years to get your spoiler concerns
And that
catered
been
to.
out long.
You get nurtured for 2 years, but after that,
You know what?
I'm spilling the beans.
You know what was my favorite episode on Black Mirror?
What's
you
that?
remember the guy where you can have like this chip in you and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
like play back memories, and he
Yeah.
found out his wife was cheating on
that
him.
was real.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and then he just took it out his neck, and then his family was gone. I was like, yo, that was crazy.
Wait,
Yeah, that
what
was a
happened
good
at the end?
He found out his wife was cheating on him.
Yeah, no, I know,
And,
but you said he took it out his neck, and then what
Yeah,
happened?
because he's like, dang, he felt like that chip ruined
Oh, okay.
his life. You know what I mean? Because she would, and you can erase, and she was trying to
Yeah.
erase memories.
Yeah.
And stuff, but she was cheating on him.
She's a top. She's
Yeah,
a
that
top
was
G.
crazy. That was crazy.
That was some top G shit right
that
there,
was
bro.
crazy.
How she was deleting files, bro. She was ahead
in
of the
her mind,
game,
deleting
son.
files. Yeah,
She was ahead of
and
the
then
game.
when you delete the files, you would just be like this, and you can see them doing it. I was like, yo, that was crazy. That was crazy.
So she was.
You didn't see that one on Black
She was
Mirror?
getting her rocks
I'm
every
trying to
time.
find
Huh?
which one is called. I'm looking it up right now.
I think it's like season 1 or 2 or something.
Yeah, it's either one or two, one of those. Because even I think Damson Idris, the dude from
Was he in
Snowfall, he was on Black Mirror too, I believe.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I think
There's a
Black
lot of
Mirror,
people.
because they filmed that. I think that's like a UK. It's a UK.
definitely
thing.
seems very
It's
British
Yeah, it's
centric.
very UK,
Yeah.
and then I think they get a few American actors.
the entire history of you. I think
Oh, that's what
Oh,
that
yeah,
was.
yeah.
That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah. They got some fire, bro. Black
that
Mirror.
Black
Shout out to
Mirror's
Black
fire.
Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
hope
what
they're
I'm
not.
trying to do.
Are Black Mirrors on strike? Are they on strike?
Yeah,
I think everybody is.
That's why
Is Anthrax bad?
I want
Sorry.
to do the anthology Ripple. You know what I'm saying? Just putting that out there for you guys.
The anthology Rip Facts.
It's called Ripple.
Blood of the Land.
No, Ripple, the anthology.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
so it's different.
It's totally
Because I thought you were like including a film that you've done.
No.
Oh, okay. So all new.
All new material.
Fire. Look forward
Yeah,
to it.
all-
I've
all
enjoyed
new
everything
material.
so far. I want
Thank
to
you,
see
sir. I
that. What's it about?
appreciate it. Ripple, Father Time,
Okay.
and Death.
Hmm.
But that's their main story. But Father Time narrates and tell other story. Every story is compelling.
Interesting.
Every
Interesting.
story, something happens, and every story is compelling.
It's like a
Different things in time.
compilation of different stories.
Exactly, like amazing stories. Everything
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
some
I know
things
an
are like,
anthology.
Yeah, no, that, I know you know that.
What? No, it's fine.
My God, DB. but no, it's very everything is very compelling, man. Some things that have you like, oh man, I didn't see that come. Very
Yeah, so
it's
it's
very good.
yeah, it's one of them things.
Mm-hmm.
It should be cool,
Yeah.
You're doing it too?
Yeah.
Man.
You know,
We got to get this man in.
No. It's too late for that. They say, yo, you good for a podcast?
By the way,
By the way.
let me tell you, I did tell him to reach out, but
Yeah.
Oh, you probably did.
Remember,
you guys probably did.
I even remember I came to your comedy show and talked to you.
This is my project, by the way. I told him to reach out, though.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next story. LeBron James kind of is playing a little game of if he or won't he, you know. And a lot of people are having a little bit of a problem with it. This is a Daily Mail story. Fox Radio, Dan Patrick blasts ESPN and LeBron James for needy ESPY's display, as he says his decision against retirement isn't breaking news. So he says that his decision isn't breaking news. And then Cowherd called it cringy. So Colin Cowherd, he also called it cringy. So
The Herd, his podcast.
Yeah, The Herd. So a lot of people are not really down with LeBron James playing this game of like whether he's going to retire or not. So
yeah, he's with the Lakers.
Yeah, he's still with the Lakers.
But the last thing I heard is he's going back to number 23. I'm like, wasn't he already weighing 23?
Y'all need to stop riding Jordan like that, cuz.
I know. Jordan is the GOAT.
He's doing it out of respect to Bill Russell.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Bill Russell's 23 too?
Because he wears
Damn,
number
Jordan's
6.
good.
He wears number 6.
Who LeBron was number 6.
Yeah.
And he's going back to 23.
Yeah.
He was wearing 23 at Cleveland. I don't know what was he wearing at Miami?
6.
6?
I don't know.
Actually, it might be the other way around.
Yeah, I think he wore 6 in Miami.
I don't know, though.
But I don't know. I'm not a sports guy. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I play sports, but after the same thing happened every season, I'm like, man, I've already seen this episode.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm not really down with the new NBA. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't really watch it as much.
Yeah.
Once Kobe left, like,
Facts.
I hadn't really like paid attention.
I watch it. I'm just not a big fan of this new age basketball.
Would it let you travel and stuff?
It was shooting threes. Everybody's shooting threes all the time, man.
I don't mind the threes, but it's the traveling.
Yeah,
once I saw that,
they do travel.
I can't watch
they
this
carry.
stuff,
They do a lot of carrying.
Because
they bring
double,
in
triple
they
stack.
bringing in some of that street ball element. You know, like John Morant.
Is that what it is? Because I'll
That's
call you on a
street ball
travel on the
element.
streets.
You know what I mean? When they put it in slow motion, they show him really almost like went through his leg, took 2 steps, and then dribbled. They slowed it down. I was like, oh yeah, he definitely carried.
Also, the ticky-tack fouls, man, like that be slowing down the game.
Because I know they was trying to clean it up, trying to clean the game
somebody
up.
just hit you like that, it's a foul.
Yeah,
it's like, bro,
That's a thing now?
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Soft NBA?
It's not. It's nothing like in the Jordan era.
Yeah.
Man, they need to hurry up with this metaverse.
And I think
who you got though, LeBron or Jordan?
In a one-on-one?
Yeah. Well, who's the
who you
greatest?
think is
As for real to go?
Yeah.
Man, I bet. So it's definitely Jordan, and here's why. Okay. Because if there was no Jordan, would LeBron James be the LeBron James that he is? If that bar was never set, like if I create the illest sci-fi film, and in the sci-fi film, you could see all these elements of Terminator 2. And I've learned from what Terminator 2 did. I learned from what Terminator 1 did. And I took that and I made a time travel robot movie that was next in level. Does that make me better than James Cameron, the original to do it? The first one to push that?
This man brought it back to the movies.
Does make you better. In my opinion, because you're the best.
No, that's a good point though. Like,
that is a good point. No, honestly, hey, he gonna hate me for this, which I don't give a damn. Yeah. Some of these people hate me. If there was no Jordan, you wouldn't even have Kobe. Kobe is a Corbin copy of Jordan. That's why I don't look at Kobe as a GOAT. Because he literally did everything. Even Jordan said Jordan wasn't mad about it. He said he pretty much took all his moves. Yeah. Everything Jordan did, he did. Even with the tongue, sticking his tongue out, everything.
He changed the game. Like, I would say Steph Curry is more the GOAT than LeBron James. I know that's blasphemous.
Some people agree with you.
It's a game-changing aspect of it. Is the game different now that you played? Like, LeBron James plays the game that Kobe played, that I saw... all these great dudes, great shooting guards, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Great shooting guards do their thing. He did it better than them. But you didn't really see nobody do what Steph Curry's doing. You know what I mean? You might catch your you had some shooting white boys out there. No offense,
not like
no
Curry.
offense, but that's what that was the not the moniker. That was the stereotype back in the
white
day.
boys, yeah,
was that
shooting
white boys was
jumpers,
the shooter?
Yeah.
Jordan was either going to drive the lane and kick it to his man. What was that Steve Kerr? You know what I'm saying? Or all these type of guys. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't either way. So that was the thing, you know what I'm saying? But the game is different now. So
in my opinion, there's only 3 players in my lifetime. My opinion is only 3 players that changed the game. Of course, Jordan, Allen Iverson, and Steph Curry.
There you go.
In my opinion.
I can see that. You're talking about the way that the crossover was utilized.
Yeah.
And how people really took pride in the crossover.
You still had... Because most of your guards, because Jordan was a guard, but Jordan played like a power forward, a small forward, just almost like how LeBron is. LeBron is actually a guard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he played all positions. So sometimes they won't have nothing down for LeBron because he'll play everything. He play a center, he blocking shots. But they would have Jordan is a 2 guard. I think and I was saying Paxson before, John Paxson. No, I'm sorry, not Paxson. From Utah,
Carl.
He played with oh my God, why I'm drawing
John Stockton.
Stockton.
Yeah.
Now he was a nasty guard, but he didn't get as much recognition as Karl Malone
He's
did.
a passer.
He's a passer, exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing with AI, passer and scorer. At one time when AI played, he was the highest scorer in the league, and he was technically he was a 1 guard. Because he's small, but he's playing like a 2 guard.
Yeah.
So he brought that street element with all the tats and the cornrows. People wouldn't really do. That's why they made NBA players wear suits to the games.
Who's your goat?
My goat is Kobe, man. I'm from LA.
Facts.
You know, I used to go to the parades and stuff when we would win. Like, LA all day.
Because Jordan retired.
Kobe all day. By the way, Kobe wasn't my favorite when I first started, like, watching
Who was your favorite?
the NBA.
James Worthy?
It was Shaq, man. I love Shaq. Yeah, he was a big dude.
Yeah. Tell me when he played for Orlando?
For the Lakers, man.
Oh, for the Lakers.
Big Daddy Diesel.
He was like, dunking on people and stuff like that. So, like, as a youngin', as like
centers, man.
a little 5-year-old, like, I loved watching that kind of basketball. But, later on, I started to really like Kobe. And, like, the game, I feel like, hasn't been the same since he left. But, it's, I think it's all up to people's interpretation. I do think that Jordan's the GOAT, but, Kobe's my GOAT. So.
I got you.
Yeah,
so in your era, because when you
scored 81,
Jordan
bro?
was almost, like, gone when you came up. You know what I'm saying?
Which one of them scored 81, yo? That was Kobe,
points?
right?
That was Kobe.
Yeah. And have LeBron James or Michael Jordan scored?
I know Mike scored 63
yes,
in the Eastern Conference. I don't know,
in the playoffs.
But LeBron got the overall scoring record in the NBA.
That's to be expected. The average scores are higher now than they were.
Yeah, and like he's just had such a long career.
But one thing about LeBron,
you got to remember, Jordan has played like 7 less years.
Or
something like
and then
that.
he retired and then came back.
Interesting.
That
does
but
do you guys
LeBron
think do you guys think that his like retirement thing a couple of days ago was cringy though? Like,
who, LeBron?
Was it weird? Did y'all see it?
I didn't.
I saw the
SBs.
I didn't think so, man, because everybody keeps saying he want to play with his son. I heard something about his son.
That's why it was like, why are we even like acting like this wasn't going to be a thing?
And honestly, I don't think he should retire. He still looks good. He feels good. If he got it, go out and get it. Keep playing.
Was it cringe when Jordan retired?
Oh yeah,
and played baseball. And wasn't good at it in the minor leagues?
Yeah, in the minor leagues.
And then came back?
Yeah. It was a big cringe, man. It was.
It showed that he was the GOAT by that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if he had started off with baseball first, before he went to basketball.
Well, not professional.
As a kid. Because baseball was the first, because his dad wanted to be a baseball player.
Got you.
But he went, because he grew so tall, and he was good at basketball, and then he got his scholarship. UNC, so that's why he went that route,
My favorite basketball player is Pierce Brewer. Okay.
Pierce Brewer.
I just put that out there right now.
And who's that?
That is an up and comer out of Charleston that's fire.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Word.
Who just happens to be my son.
Nice. My son is not my favorite. Even though he's an AAU, he's not my favorite.
Yeah.
He still needs some work.
Oh,
But don't get me wrong, but he nice.
This man be going in.
He's nice. He's nice.
Oh,
nice.
my God.
But he still he nice. But he still need a little work.
You're keeping it real. That's what
yeah, that's the move. Don't let his head get too big, right?
Yeah.
Pierce is gonna be like, I don't have to practice. You're.
All right, moving on to our last story. An Alabama woman who went missing
Tragic.
after reporting a toddler walking on the interstate has returned home, police say. So it's actually a happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a little bit of conspiracies going on. All right, so this is a long
I want
read.
to hear that.
This
Let's
is
get
from
into
ESPN. This is from CNN. It's late, y'all. It's late. All right, so CNN, this is a CNN story. An Alabama woman who went missing after telling a 911 dispatcher that she saw a toddler walking alone on the side of the interstate has returned home, authorities say. Carly Nicole Russell, 25, had been missing since Thursday night when she called 911 and told the dispatcher that she saw the child on the interstate 459 South. After the call, Russell stopped her vehicle to check on the toddler and called a family member who lost contact with her, though the line remained open, according to Hoover Police Department. When the officers arrived at the scene, they found Russell's vehicle and some of her belongings, including her wig, phone.
CNN, you wrong for that. CNN, you know you wrong for that.
I know. Her wig, her phone, her purse, but no sign of her or the child, according to police. At 10 p.m. Saturday, the Hoover 911 Center received a call that Russell had returned home on foot. Hoover police said in a Saturday afternoon news release. Police officers and the fire department responded to the scene and transported Russell to the local hospital, where she was treated and released, according to police.
She was aight, though?
It's unclear where Russell had been since Thursday, and no further details were provided. Police say they were able to take an initial statement from Russell. The details of the statement are a part of an ongoing investigation, which is expected to continue over the next few days.
I heard that statement was she walked through the door and said, "Hey, Mom, hey, Dad, how much did our GoFundMe make? How well did we do? Did we reach our goal? Find my door." No, I'm just playing. That's messed up. Did she have pumps in her hand when she showed up? That was a crazy night, Mom. Let me tell you. No,
oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
I wonder where she,
I really want.
I mean, I'm glad she got home, and it
Facts.
sounds like she's okay.
Where the fuck is the baby?
But
That's what I'm about to
another
say. I
thing.
had two questions. They didn't say anything about the baby.
They haven't said anything about the
But
baby.
and she's still they're not releasing her statement of what she said allegedly happened or where she was, right?
Yeah, they're still investigating.
You know what I heard? That it may you all right?
Tried to get every drop. Coconut water. We all know it's bougie Kool-Aid, but it's delicious. All right.
Bada bang.
Brought to you by coconut water.
We're sponsored now.
What I know, right? They need to sponsor.
Yeah.
What I heard was I don't know how true. Allegedly, it may have been a sex trafficking attempt. Maybe I don't know.
It could be, man.
That is trending.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
mean, it's kind of crazy. A lot of people are saying that that's a area where that kind of stuff goes down. So
How many days she was missing for?
well, she was
2 days.
2
days?
she was gone Thursday, came back Saturday night at 10:45.
So she just walked home.
She just walked home.
Car was going, everything. He said, "Women, I'm stubborn."
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
sorry.
it's that time of the day, Like
I'm an
it's,
idiot.
it's
Said
late.
women.
It's getting late, so it's one of those things.
You're about to lose all the female viewers.
I'm
Hey,
so
listen,
sorry.
we can joke about it because it's
She's
actually
home safe.
She's
like
home
she's
safe,
okay,
yeah, which I'm glad
so
to hear.
it's-
I'm glad to hear she's
And it's
home
not too
safe.
soon.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
Too soon?
it's well, it's a couple
good
days ago.
timing. That's what this dude is. Go see this guys.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you guys think? Or do you guys
Man, that's very sketchy, man. Maybe it could be sex trafficking. Maybe it was something like that, and she got away. I don't know. What you think? Oh, you think it was a UFO that might have picked her up?
Hey,
dang, I didn't even
consider
think about
that.
one. I mean,
he's asking the important questions. I like that.
Because think about it. Every time you hear a UFO sighting, is always some hillbilly hick white. You never hear about any of us getting caught by UFOs. I mean, I don't know. I'm just
they said it was a baby. Straws. Aliens are small and cute, so it's possible she mistook an alien.
You know, but like Dawn said, what happened? They didn't say anything about the baby.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the crazy part.
Oh, we going black again? Oh, there we go.
Once you go black,
you never go back.
Right.
I think
black.
this,
and that's to talk about the Black Summit.
Your
that's
credit goes back.
That's right.
The Black Summit. Once you go Black Summit, that's
once
what
you goes black, your credit just go to shit.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad she got home, and I mean, I don't know what is happening with this story. I'm very curious to see what comes out of this. Just because it's, it's just a weird story, man. I mean,
very weird.
And the fact that she was able to come home and the police got a statement and they're not really saying much about it. There's just a lot of weird things going on there. But,
very weird.
So she's driving down the highway.
She's driving down the highway.
There's a baby on the side of the road. She calls the police.
Yes.
Says, yo, there's a baby.
And
then she's waiting for the police.
Too, apparently,
she gets off the phone with the police, obviously, because she got abducted while on the phone.
She kept the phone open,
but she was on the phone with her sister, though, or her sister-in-law.
She called her sister, and she called the police, and I guess they can hear all the commotion, everything that happened.
But when they arrived,
she was gone.
The
car was there.
Her car was there. Her wig was there.
And no,
she ain't going nowhere without a wig.
And no baby was there.
I know, right? Yeah. The purse was there.
Wow.
So like something weird happened.
Something weird happened, man.
And, that baby got her, bro.
I'm just hoping that they catch whoever this person is.
But do you think there was even a baby there?
I don't know, man.
Or was it like a hologram?
I don't know, man.
We were asking the important questions.
Anything is possible.
This is definitely an X-File.
Oh, isn't it?
Bro, 100% an X-File.
We could go way deep on this.
Dude. This is a movie. We need to write this joint.
That might be what it is.
This is our next Black Mirror episode.
It might be, what do they call those? A social experiment to bring light to the studios?
Yeah.
If you guys don't bring the studios back, then we're just going to have the news to entertain.
There you go.
And reality TV.
There you go.
That kills brain cells.
Listen, I'm all for the reality, man.
You all for reality?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
you do a reality show?
That's when you're working.
You're right.
Oh, but
shout out Southern Trump. No.
100. But yeah.
Man, this whole story is how they say it, man. The whole thing just vexes me. It vexes me.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, what to think of it. What do you think, D?
I think in actuality, there's a lot of holes in the story. There's not enough information to go off of.
Yeah.
So it is going to seem very mysterious. But once, it might not be a mystery to the police. They got a statement from her. She came home 2 days later.
Facts.
It sound like something that happens regularly in the hood. But since the news cycle moves so fast nowadays, they're like, yo, we got to get on this one. This one's interesting. Maybe because there was a baby involved. But, I mean... Shit, my mom went missing for 3 years. You feel me? So,
wow.
But I mean, we knew where she was. She just wasn't there, so she was missing.
Yeah.
But
at least you
she
knew
was missing in my life. Nah, but real talk, that sounds. You know what I mean? I've heard of Stranger Things in the hood.
Yeah,
that'd be a good movie.
Stranger Things in the hood.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And like you said, Don, this is a reoccurring thing. Apparently, there's reports of many black women that go missing that nobody bothered to look for anything. They say that's a big thing,
especially in Georgia.
Also too. Now I don't know if you guys ever heard of organ harvesting.
Yeah, organ harvesting.
They do a lot of that. They take people and take their organs and stuff like that too. Maybe they might have looked at her and said, "Oh damn, the wrong blood type." Send her
They
back.
took her and said, "What you want? You want a salad or you want Zaxby's?" She said Zaxby's. Said her organs messed up. Yeah, you can't do nothing with her.
Yeah, that is a real thing.
It's a real thing, man.
So I mean, I just watched the movie Sound of Freedom, Sound of Freedom, which is kind of blowing up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the only movie that's making like money off of their movie,
Sound
you
of
know,
Freedom?
and it has nothing to do with Hollywood, you know. But
Well,
yeah, it's interesting
give
because,
or take.
you know, because it's about like that whole thing of like, you know, sex trafficking and stuff like that. So it's, you know, it kind of goes in
What
depth with that.
platform?
It's in the theater.
It's in the theaters.
Oh, it's in the theaters.
They made that movie
It's a hit right
5
now.
years ago.
Yeah.
And then it finally released to the studios. It's
It's
got
like-
Jim Caviezel in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Caviezel in it?
Jesus.
Yeah, I knew you
Jesus.
talking about.
Yeah.
So it was like,
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was good. I thought it was well made for a movie that's like you know, kind of like a Christian movie or whatever.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did it come across?
But he
that way?
only does Christian movies. Jim Caviezel now. Ever since he
No, I
played
mean,
the-
I think
the Passion?
I think this was just like a movie that was kind of on their heart. This is based on a true
Got you.
story.
I
You know,
like that. I respect it.
There's a dude who actually does this stuff for real, like goes and rescues kids and
wow. Nice.
gets the, you know, perpetrator or whatever.
Sound of Freedom.
So yeah, I mean, it's an
Is
interesting
it a
movie.
local theater?
It's a
or?
controversial movie because a lot of
Yeah.
people are saying that it's a lot of conspiracies and
I might
like
even
all
check
kinds
that
of
out.
things. People are trying to link it to like QAnon and stuff like that, and so like they're trying to like, you know, really take this movie down.
You got me
but
curious now.
Isn't
Where'd you
that
go to see
interesting,
it?
though?
It's a good movie.
Where'd you go at to
So,
see it?
I went up to Citadel.
Okay,
So-
okay, so it's,
Yeah.
okay.
Because you ain't want no brothers talking up over at the Northwoods Mall. I'm trying to watch the movie, bros. Please shut up. But
I doubt brothers and they going to see Sound of Freedom.
can I wear my tinfoil hat for a minute? If I may, can I just reach in my
for it.
bag and
Go
put my
for it.
tinfoil hat? So, okay, I think it's interesting. Okay, that this movie Sound of Freedom comes out. There's a lot of child trafficking themes in the film. That's literally the theme of the film, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to stop it. They're trying to bring light to it. It took them 5 years to get to the main stage. And what are the news cycles right now? Hollywood is shutting down. Okay, and a missing woman who went missing for 48 hours is found, and that's what's at the top of the
media.
Yeah, that's what's being perpetuated on news right now.
Yeah.
And you're not really hearing, like, everything I learned about Sound of Freedom I saw on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I heard from other people, word of mouth. I'm not really hearing a lot of that going on, and automatically it's dismissive to be like, nah, that's that QAnon stuff. Like,
Yeah,
we're
I
talking
know.
about kids getting trafficked, dog. Like,
Yeah.
where is that
This ain't
taboo?
no-
That's
you know, this
serious.
It
is
needs
real
to be
shit.
spoken
Yeah,
about.
that's definitely that's serious. That's
I don't get
serious.
down with that. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
horrible.
serious,
That's
man.
horrible.
Yeah, I don't like when people bother kids. Anybody for that matter, but definitely, man, don't bother kids, man.
Yeah,
Kids
man.
are innocent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids are
And that,
innocent.
I mean, like this movie's making a ton of money too, and I know it wasn't about that, but like I think the headlines of it making this much money, kind of like trumps everything else when it comes to like the fact that like Indiana Jones is like losing like $400 million, you know,
crazy.
like so it's kind of a good time, for like independent cinema like this that's really shining a light. I mean, you got to realize like this movie was made before QAnon was a thing. This movie was made
Interesting.
before we even knew about Epstein. Let
That
that
is-
set in.
Oh,
There you
really?
go. No, there
We
you
didn't
go.
know anything about the island. Like,
Preach
I
them
mean,
facts.
people were
pedophile
talking about it, but like
It wasn't
it
public
wasn't
to the
mainstream.
media. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's a conspiracy. Like
Yeah.
that's some Alex Jones shit.
I think that's
Facts.
what
Those are
people.
facts.
That's what people
Now
do when they
it's
want to
real.
discredit
So-
things. They call, sometimes they try to give it a conspiracy theory if they
Yeah.
want to discredit something, or if they don't know the actual facts of what happened, I mean, because all we can do is speculate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna be slightly critical when you make a film about something that is very near and dear to people's hearts, like the well-being of children. You're kind of riding a wave a little bit. You're definitely taking advantage of some already instilled important values to people.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask the question: how was it as a cinematic experience,
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
movie on its
yeah.
own? How did it stand?
I think that, okay, if you want me to be like really critical of it, I mean, again, for a movie that's made outside of Hollywood, that's kind of like a Christian movie, but not really, there's no like Christian overtones. I think it was well made from that aspect.
Okay.
Happy to
But
hear
if
that.
I'm being serious, like if I'm talking about it, like if I'm comparing it to like cinema or something,
Yeah.
like if I'm trying to be bougie right now, like I think it could have used an editor. It gets kind of slow in certain moments. There could have been more emotion brought out in the movie, but it's a very quiet movie. I think that's a good thing. It's very like the guy doesn't say many words. It's just him kind of like dealing with, a subject like this, which is so heavy. This is so heavy. Like when you really like sit back and think about, you know, what the movie's about, it's like, yeah. I mean, from the aspect of like it being a Christian movie and like it being like this movie that's you know, different from Hollywood or trying to be different from Hollywood, I think it's a well-made movie, and the cinematography is great. You know, like it's not just good. The cinematography is great. I was surprised by the cinematography, you know. But there's a little things that you can kind of tweak to make it better.
You got an idea of what their budget was for the film?
They made this for like $14 million, and they
impressive.
now have made $86 million off of that.
Good for them.
So talk about a return. You know,
good for them.
So they've made their money back and some.
And $14 million is a lot to us, but I know some people are like, wow. But as far as Hollywood standards, that's a little.
That's a commercial.
Even $20 million is, you know, like Ava DuVernay say they give her $20 million for Selma, and they was like, man, you know, she's like, I could have do a whole lot more. And they said, but you had $20 million. She's like, man, that's like a rom-com budget. You know, Scorsese them don't get no budget for no 20 million. They getting 40 million. You know what I'm saying, 35 mil or better. You know.
Yeah. So. I mean, some of these movies that are about to come out this week are like 100 million, 200 million. You know, like
I'm
so.
Like, bro, just give me 10 mil.
That's why Hollywood ain't making their money.
I'll give you a smash for 10 mil.
I will say the Sound of Freedom cinematography impressed me in the trailer, and that's why I asked. It looks like it might be a good film.
I didn't hear about this. I gotta check this out. You think you might check it out, D?
Oh, definitely.
If you go in with like lower expectations and you're just like, hey, I'm here to like hear about like what's really going on and trying to hear about this real thing that's happening that's sick when you think about it.
Yeah.
The fact that this is like this. Sex trafficking makes more money than the airlines.
Yeah.
When you think about that, that's
than drugs.
Crazy.
It makes more money than drugs.
Yeah, it's like $150 billion.
That's crazy.
You know, I think we gave more. No, let me not say.
I'm gonna be real though. You gotta go see that film because if you don't, you're going to hell.
Real
That's Jesus, y'all.
I was about to say, I think we gave Ukraine more than that. You know.
There you go.
Like
we definitely did.
But anyways,
definitely did. Did we give Ukraine more money than they made?
Less than that, I mean, something like that.
Give them less.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I might check it out this weekend. I'm gonna go to the, as Donnie called, I'm gonna go to the hood, right? Only because it's close. Well, I don't call it hood, but you know.
Go to the Northwoods?
I'm gonna go to Northwoods, man.
You ain't gonna hear half of the film.
Well, I don't think a lot of people are not gonna go see that film because you know you got Transformers.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
I think things like that.
You got deep about it.
Yeah,
so brothers ain't gonna go see that now.
That Sound for Freedom.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of them go see that.
Keep it real.
I've seen
there was a diverse amount of people in there. Like, I mean, I saw all races in there. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's...
And it's been up for... When did it come out? When did the film come out?
It came out a few weeks ago.
See, so it hasn't been up for a while. You know, after a while, it sort of loses its steam a little bit. So it might be a couple of old couples in there.
I will say this has ramped up. They've gotten more... They've added more theaters. They've gone up like 30-something%. You know how like people drop after the first weekend?
Sure.
They've gone up.
They've added theaters. Good for them.
30%. Nice. So
yeah, that show's great.
It's hot right now. So
that's good on an independent standpoint. You know?
I'm gonna see it on bootleg.
I feel you. Hey, I ain't mad at you.
I'm gonna get the torrent.
So you know you can get a free ticket though.
Yeah,
they're buying people's tickets.
I know, but can I watch that ticket at home? No, it's fine.
How I can get a free ticket?
You gotta go to the
you gotta go to the website.
2 for $2 million or something like that. Yeah. There's a little website that you go to, and apparently people have paid for tickets
on the website for the.
So you get 2 for $2 million. That's the thing.
No, that was the hashtag that they were trying to do. They were trying to do. They're trying to get 2 million sales because that's how many kids.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So I guess a way they were helping that where people were they were buying tickets for people that couldn't afford. If you couldn't afford to support the message, then there's people out there that can't afford it.
So you go to the Sound for Freedom website and get a ticket there.
Yep.
Okay.
And Jesus told me that, so you know I'm gonna go ahead and relay that information.
White Jesus.
White Jesus. Yeah,
White Jesus told me.
We aren't going to that. Because we know Jesus really look like LeBron James.
Hair of wool, nappy bed,
dunking on the devil.
All right, y'all. Well, this was a good podcast.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Don,
it's been
thanks
real.
for joining us, man.
Appreciate you.
I'm
my
glad
brother.
to be here, man.
One day we'll definitely get you
to
back.
pull out a John Wigfall quote. I'm just happy to be here.
There you go.
Yo, for real.
Shout out to Wigfall.
Shout out
Shout
to
out.
Fall.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I guess that's a wrap on us.
I'm Brooks.
And I'm Hendrix. This has been the Black Effect, a.k.a. the Blackout Podcast. We're going to get out here before the lights go out on us again.
I know, right?
But y'all stay tuned for next episode. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
And
Check
feed her
this
right in
man
the
out.
pumpkin. Huh?
Check this man out.
Yeah, this dude is
support him.
funny. Support this
I'm
guy.
okay. Peace. Thanks for having me, y'all.
All right.
All right.